competition brings so much, and the supporters are here to take it in for themselves and to drive the team on. Truly, this is crunch time. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So off we go then.
Frank Rijkaard can really make his presence felt. A superb defender who became an iconic mid...
He's gone for goal! Now, who's going to be first to this? Kante can get it clear. Batistuta. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And Iniesta. Passing is crisp and sharp. Nagatomo. And now the breakaway. And this is Van Basten. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Swung over. Now it's Batistuta. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Now it's Kaka. Musiala! Oh, he's been caught napping. And it's Kaka. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And the cross comes in. That's a decent clearance. Played back in. He's played it long.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And he cuts out the supply. Musiala is onto it in a flash. Van Basten. And he's only too happy to take that back. Now it's Mbappe. Belletti. Nagatomo gets a foot in here. Conte. Now that looks a decent ball. Played back in. Nagatomo picks it up now. It's a mighty effort! Goal! Portugal! And Portugal score first. It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, that's got this place bouncing. Just listen to the noise all around us. Now they have all of this positive energy to feed off.
The referee's awarded a free kick. Zico with a real chance here.
Yeah, and I think it's a lesson to be learned in not conceding free kicks in this area.
And this is young. Great chance! Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
And here's Mbappe. He's tried one! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
And this is why almost every team presses from the front these days, Peter. If you get it right, it creates more chances.
Played out towards the right wing. Kaká. Now it's Kaká. Can he finish? Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Kaká plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Danger averted for now. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Zico is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Knocks it out wide.
Well, they keep pressing like that as long as they can.
Now it's Van Basten. Not the most accurate pass. Conte. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And here's Musiala. Can he get on the end of this? Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Passing nice and neat. And it's made its way to him. And the finish! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but still very good quick thinking on his part.
Kante is there, and he can pick it up. And this is Ronaldo. Well read, nice interception. Zico. Mbappe. And it's Batistuta. No, that's been intercepted. Zico. Mbappe. Now he's off and running. The pass has gone astray. And we hit half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football. Plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Portugal go in at half-time with a slender one-goal lead. That gets things going for the second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Batistuta chasing after it. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And that's going to be a booking. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
He's in a great position. He's having a shot! They want to be quick to recover this. That's going to go a long way. Conte. And it's Zico. Iniesta, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. And he's managed to get rid. Still just a single goal between the sides. And here's Batistuta. Now that's well seen too. Musiala. Now it's Zico. Van Basten. Now it's Van Basten. Now it's come to nothing. Time and again they are repelled. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Aimed beyond the defence. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
That's an imaginative pass. Nicely weighted ball. Ronaldo picks it up out wide. He steps in, and that's the end of that. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
Iniesta. Now it's Pelé. Tries to play it through. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
And it's Conte. Shapes to shoot! No mistake! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Simplicity itself.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Portugal are doing very nicely, thank you.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Van Basten has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident.
While sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Portugal can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Well, that pass isn't the best. And here's Kaka. Great ball, and he's in here, and he shoots! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Well, it was a bit complacent there, I thought, Peter. Maybe he thinks the game is already won. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Distributed tidily. And he's whipped a header! And again! Corner number 2 then. He's had a shot! Has another go! India have the chance to go the other way. Batistuta. Ahead by 2 and just about into the home straight. Threads one in. Shot at goal!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And this is Batistuta. Nice defending, it's got the job done. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Nicely shaped ball. Ball's gone out of play. It's Pele! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. He's had it taken off him. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. Now, can they get him away? He's free, he has got space. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Now it's Pele. Timber. No unnecessary risk. And that is that. Portugal can celebrate now. They have exactly what they craved. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
From the manager's perspective, Peter, I don't think he could have asked for much more. Well, certainly result-wise. This is a game they wanted to win for so many reasons, and his players did a sterling job carrying out the instructions. Thoroughly enjoyable.
And with that, it's time for... Well, the premise of the tournament is simple. Every team, of course, is striving to make the latter stages. That's where they all want to be. No doubt these two harbour very similar ambitions. A good show here, absolutely crucial. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. Well, as you can see, we've already started here. We're talking a genuinely stylish player here in Frank Rijkaard. You're not arguing with that, Jim, are you?
No, I've got to totally agree with every word you just said. As holding midfielders go, he is one of the very best. Nothing phases him.
He's going to have to tune his rangefinder before the next one. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Van Basten. Ricky Puig.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Can he get on the end of this? Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Kaká. And this is Forlan. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Tries to... Oh, he's been caught napping! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Owen deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
It's going to be another corner, I think.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And it's been taken short. Portugal have the chance to go the other way. Well timed, excellent interception. Conte. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Now Timber. Chance! Oh, the ball. In he goes again! And that was probably asking just too much.
He did very well trying to adjust himself, but not the expected outcome.
So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. And it's Bellingham. Rijkaard looking to penetrate opposition lines. Now that looks a decent ball. He's onside! Oh, it's played into the area. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. And he plays one through. And this is Owen. Kaká. He's in a great position here. Koundé. Oh, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. That's a shade optimistic. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
It's a mighty effort! And that's caused a worry or two.
Kaká certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Now it's Ricky Puig. Saliba, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And it's Bellingham. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Now it's Owen. Well, there's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. And he's managed to get free. Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. He is just... Van Basten! Kaka can see things others simply cannot. And he's on his way! Takes a shot! And he cuts out the supply. Now it's Van Basten. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. Now it's Forlan. Now it's Kaka. Rijkaard. Musiala. Well, that has not gone well. Ricky Puig.
I wouldn't fancy playing...
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. And the second half gets underway.
Portugal clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
He gets a ticking off and needs to be very careful now. Well, it is plumb centre, but it is a fair way out on the very cusp of credible shooting range. Cristiano Ronaldo! The glamour and the glory!
Well, clearly there was some serious talking done in that dressing room during the break, because they've started this second half with much more intent, and the captain's finish was sublime. Just the ideal tonic for the remainder.
That was beautiful. Something close to genius.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
Portugal penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, that's got this place bouncing. Just listen to the noise all around us. Now they have all of this positive energy to feed off.
Cristiano Ronaldo did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process. Musiala. Timber. And it's Van Basten. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Kaka.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Oh, no joy this time. Rijkaard. Barcelona could counter here. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Koundé. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. Always onto this. He's picked his way through. Bellingham! He's scored! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Barcelona grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Saliba spots it and intercepts. Spread out to the left. Oh, such a clever touch. Nagatomo delivers. That's going to go a long way. Shoots! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And this is Van Basten. Who saw this coming? Portugal are hurt by just about the final punch. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Kaka. And it's Timber. Ricky Puig. Kaka.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Saliba. And it's Van Basten. Bellingham, given the lift of his goal, Kante with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Conte has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles.
Yeah, and the ref told him it was coming, and he still failed to heed the warning.
Portugal can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Rijkaard and Adams. Koundé. He's found a way past. Rijkaard did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Half an hour gone in the second half. That's a cute ball. Well timed, excellent interception.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
That's a little off target. Koundé. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. And here's Forlan. Now it's Bellingham. Koundé. Torres chasing after it. Musiala will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, super find. Oh, well played, well played. Now it's Bellingham. Forlan. Bellingham. Ricky Puig, and he's had a hit! So, third corner of the game. Forlan with the short one. Look at the and he shoots! Oh, what about that? And that has raised the roof! Oh, the deftness of touch, received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Barcelona complete their comeback, and now they only need to hold out for a few minutes.
There's still a bit left in it, Peter, but they should find the necessary to avoid a slip-up now.
Azar. And it's Owen. And he's there to retrieve it. And it's Musiala. Now it's Musiala. Oh, this looks sharp. Tries to play it through. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. He's got away, and the flag has stayed down. Oh, good-looking ball. Van Basten looks to get on the end of this. And that is as far as it goes. Portugal illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so good for them to start with, but as we have seen so many times, they ended up with nothing. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, the surprise for me was seeing a team look so feeble in what is usually a strongly protected area, but the centre of their defence...
Well, it is a nervous time, but these are positive nerves. The prospects are so great, the potential, be it financial or reputational, is huge because success in this competition brings so much. And the supporters are here to take it in for themselves and to drive the team on. Truly, this is crunch time. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Yeah, I think we can expect to see more than a few moments of individual brilliance with Neymar on the pitch, Peter. He's got such a silky touch, he can ghost past defenders, and he can pass and shoot with the very best. If you're looking for someone to take your breath away, this is the guy for me.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. He steps in, and that's the end of that. No, it's come to nothing. Lofted upfield. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Timber. Looking for the run. Mbappe. Passing is crisp and sharp. Kante makes the interception. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. Conte. And it's Van Basten. And he's chosen to go back. Fair to say, I think, a court just about within shooting range. And no one is overly concerned about that.
Well, it was an ambitious attempt, but it'll keep the defence on its toes at least.
Jordan Henderson. Raul. Good driving run. Raul! That is gorgeous from Raul! He's got himself an absolute peach. First blood drawn. And that really is so impressive. So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Portugal finding their passes. Opts for safety. Portugal are behind here, despite their domination of possession. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. He's in a great position here.
Well played and well cleared.
Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. Now it's Mbappe. He's found a way through.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Steep. And a chance! Olise.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Now it's Mbappe. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Oh, easy pickings there. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Van Basten. And here's Kaka. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Tries to pass it through.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
He's having a go! Half an hour played now. And it's Kaka. Can he finish? Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. And that's going to be a booking.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
He's shaping up to have a crack from here.
Yeah, and I think it's a lesson to be learned in not conceding free kicks in this area.
Cristiano Ronaldo! Goes for the shot! That carried quite a threat. Great vision. And there's green grass ahead of him. Neymar. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Olise receives it in a good position. Shoots! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
Nice physical challenge.
Portugal certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Van Basten. It's Van Basten!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now that looks a decent ball. Knocks it out wide.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Short changes him with that pass. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And the first half is done. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
And we are already promptly back underway.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
Jordan Henderson. It's gone out for a throw-in.
Substitution on the field, number 6, Mbappe.
Ah, good steal, he just read it.
Is number 5.
And that's definitely not his best. And that's another throw. Oh, that's fabulous. Cross to the back post. He rises! Oh, it's gone in! They are right back in business.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
It was a great header. The invitation was irresistible, and the finish unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
That's a foul, no two ways about it. Well, he stayed down and is in very obvious discomfort here. Cristiano Ronaldo! The glamour and the glory! A finish of true class! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. A true beauty of a goal, so brilliantly executed. Oh, that's surely a foul. Free kick. And he is going into that little black book. Olise has an approach to the game which is... He's tried one! And it's in! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
That is a diamond of a goal. The planning immaculate, the execution brilliant.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've...
Big chance! And that has been clubbed away. Who saw this coming? From the cusp of victory to the cusp of desperation. Now it's Olise. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Yellow or red? It is red. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest. Has a shot! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Olise just can't be faulted for taking on the opportunity. That sort of distance is usually up his street.
Substitution on the field.
So here comes a substitution.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Van de Ven. Can he get on the end of this? Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Kaká will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Threads one in. Camavinga. Could move up a gear here. He's in plenty of space here. And the shot! Terrific save by Manuel. Kaká. Now it's Van Basten. Half an hour gone in the second half. And here's Yildiz. And it's made its way to him. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Shot, surely! Nicked it back promptly. And they've got rid. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
And it's Gattuso. Camavinga. Off. And he's had a hit! It's hit the crossbar!
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Oh, shooting chance! Oh, split-second reaction.
That'll earn him a few high fives. Probably feels he could have been better protected, though.
Substitution.
All hands on deck for this one. Cleared without hesitation. Portugal are looking to go forward now. And he cuts out the supply.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Now it's Musiala. Gattuso. And here's Yildiz. Oh, nicely intercepted. Bastoni. Yildiz. Olise. He's having a shot! Yes, he's done it! And that may just do it! Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
That's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
Substitutions taking place.
Portugal making consecutive changes here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Having turned the game on its head, now can they hold out?
There's still a bit left in it, Peter, but they should find the necessary to avoid a slip-up now.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Portugal can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately made to pay for their inability to kill it off.
Please be reminded that
How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Portugal absolutely shocking here.
And so we reach a fork in the road. Fortunes can turn either way from this point. One path leads to where they all want to be, or at least a significant step closer to it. What doesn't bear thinking about is the alternative. It is time for the central characters to stand tall. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Marquinhos playing game number 100 for his current employers.
Well, that milestone might be on the back of his mind, Peter, although I'm pretty sure he'll just go about his business as usual. It's just one of the many achievements he'll go on to reach from here.
And he's picked it up out wide. And the shot! It's their first effort on goal.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
There's the shot! Not the most accurate pass. Rijkaard. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And this is Ronaldo. Plenty to aim at here. And that has been clubbed away. Kaká. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now, can they get him away? Now it's Hazard. He's picked his way through. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Engages and forces him off the ball. That pass has been well intercepted.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Bastoni did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest. Chance for a shot! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. And he's straight offside. He's gone forward. Chouameni. And it's Van Basten. Now it's Batistuta. And that could set him on his way. This might... And a chance! Oh, that was a half-decent effort. Out to the right. Beckham gets into some space. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And that pass just didn't quite work. Aimed beyond the defence. Long ball looking to counter. So it is still 0-0. Rijkaard. Portugal finding their passes. Musiala. Christian. Shot at goal! Goal! Portugal! There is the breakthrough. That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
That has really stirred things up, and if they carry on like this, things might even get louder here.
And Batistuta! It's a goal! And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game. Goes for goal! And that's off target.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
Nagatomo makes the interception. Kaká. Timber. Knocks it into space. Cleared without complication. Nagatomo delivers. And now they can spring out of defence. Bastoni. And it's Musiala. Nagatomo is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. And here's Van Basten. Kaká! Decent enough try. Opts for safety. Bastoni. Kaká. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! That carried quite a threat. Kaká. Kaká proves just a little bit too strong. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. The midway point of the game.
Oh, what a half of football. It's 1-1, but it could easily be 3-3 or more. Breakneck speed brilliance.
So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. And we're already back up and running after half-time. He won't be happy with that one. Oh, that's a key interception. And it's Kaká. Kaká plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Cross to the back post. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Might be Van Basten! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Van Basten is offering a wry smile there.
Nicely shaped ball. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Cristiano Ronaldo does have his name on the score sheet, of course. It's played through for him. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
And now the breakaway. Kagawa wins the duel this time. That is a brilliant interception. Chouameni. Van Basten. Van Basten. Pele. Just about up to the hour now. Nagatomo. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Now it's Kaka. Azar. Tries to play it through, and he was quick to react. Nagatomo. And he's got the beating of it. It's Pele! Goal! Barcelona! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
That is ended up in no man's land. Beckham has it in a wide position. Played back in. No, it's come to nothing. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Looking to play him in. Pele. Well, that is one way to stop him. And it's Beckham. Oh, no joy this time. Just about up to 75 minutes. And that was nowhere near his best. Rijkaard. Rijkaard does really well to win the ball there.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
And he skips past his man. It's a threatening ball. Now it's Van Basten. It's a pretty loose pass. Musiala. Beckham does well to get it back. Oh, delightful ball. Portugal are looking desperate here, short on time and options.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Back into the middle. Kaká has got himself a free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 42. Sai e vai entrar para o seu lugar com o número 8. Park Ji-sung. Vamos dar lugar a uma substituição.
That is some save from Khan. And he has kept it out somehow.
Cristiano Ronaldo clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Corner number 2 then. It's Park Ji-sung.
Portugal really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
And that has been slung wide. Mignon gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. The muscular approach does pay off here, and he's had it nicked away. Great vision. Van Basten. And the shot! It's in! They have stolen level at the last! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
Well, those players out there must be exhausted now, Peter, but at least they have momentum, which...
It is going to need 30 more minutes. No winner after 90.
Well, there was very little between the sides all the way through, so extra time is the correct next step.
Well, fitness and fatigue, the key factors now as we head for extra time.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 7. Cristiano Ronaldo.
90 minutes gone and nothing between them still.
Número 11.
Portugal displayed great resilience to find the late equaliser that's got them here. Now can they go one better? Park Ji-sung receives it in a wide position. Well read, and the danger is averted. Batistuta. Well, that pass isn't the best. And here's Batistuta. Bellingham. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Barcelona looking to pass their way through. Mbappe! Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Cannavaro cuts it out. Batistuta! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
Batistuta fully appreciates that he could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
Timber. Pele. Well, that has not gone well. Can he get on the end of this? Spread out to the left. Threads one in. And he shoots! Oh, should have put that away.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 55.
So, third corner of the game.
Abandona o relvado e vai entrar com o número 37. Está a proceder-se a uma substituição.
Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Musiala. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Half-time, extra time. Well, both teams have run themselves into the ground out there. Does anyone have one last moment of magic in them?
Substituição para Portugal. Número 5.
And we're off for the final time.
Número 2.
Well, this really has been an epic encounter, and there are some tired limbs out there. How much more can the players give? And he's managed to gift it back. Played in deep. Distributed tidily. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
He's under a lot of pressure there. pass somewhat off target, and that's really well manoeuvred. Van Basten, and this is Hazard, and he's heaved it away.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Hazard showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Lovely pass, but can he get there? Mohamed Salah picks it up out wide. That's a decent clearance. Out for a throw. Ah, good steal. He just read it. Salah play. Kane! The whistle has gone. The end of 120 minutes football.
It's a big well done to both defences for refusing to buckle under the pressure. Fatigue with focus is not the norm.
So after 2 long hours, it comes down to nerve, to technique under pressure, to penalties. And you can almost hear a pin drop. Hazard is first to take the long walk. And he's found the net.
Well, you can't approach a penalty with any doubt, or you'll have to rely on luck.
Kane next in line, and here he is.
Yeah, good pen that. He just did what he was asked.
Van Basten will take their second. Terrific penalty, unsavable.
Pick your spot, don't change your mind, and the keeper should be neutralised. He knew exactly what he wanted to do there and executed it perfectly.
Batistuta is the third man to step forward. Oh, it's a really good save.
Well, it was a possibility of happening like that, the way he was moving beforehand. Very good save.
No, he's hit it right at the goalkeeper.
Well, he didn't hit that with any sort of conviction, and it's an easy save in the end.
Park Ji-sung comes up, their fourth taker. Big character, big moment, big save. Musiala is the fourth man to step forward for them. That's how it's done. He made the keeper commit.
Brilliantly done. Never took his eye off the keeper either.
Portugal must score here to stay in it. It's saved, and it's over. Portugal are beaten, and they are... Well, hello and welcome for the first time this season to everybody around the world, and we have for you a clash of two teams with very similar intentions. A statement win at the expense of the other would be the ideal scenario for both. A flying start is certainly required. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
Well, if you're looking for a showstopper, I think we need to look no further than Kaka here, Peter. To me, it's all going to be about how much of the ball he's going to see.
So does he have a specific role?
Yeah, basically to get on it and take it to the opposition. That's what he does. And in doing that, he engages everybody around him.
Yeah, he's terrific. Gets a good foot in there. And it's Gerrard. Van Nistelrooy thinks about the shot. Kaka. Musiala. And here's Platini. No, that's been intercepted. Van Basten. Van Basten. Foot in. And it's Guardiola. Guardiola. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Van Basten. Totti. Nicely shaped ball. Platini. And the ball is out of play. That is ended up in no man's land. And this is Van Basten. And the pass is intercepted. Platini. Neither side especially adventurous early on. Knocks it out wide. Guardiola. And it's Totti. Bastoni kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Passing is crisp and sharp. Guardiola is the team's great visionary.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
Timber. Oh, well played, well played. Totti. Now Platini. And that's put paid to a promising move. Conte. He's got plenty of space out wide here. That's gone for a throw-in. It's a pretty loose pass. And it's Van Basten. Couldn't squeeze it through. Van Nistelrooy. Neatly clipped into space. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And they're not going to make any further progress now. And that has been slung wide. And he welcomes it in. Totti has it out wide and in space. Terrific header! He's scored! There is the breakthrough! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So we have our breakthrough.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Musiala. Musiala! And that is a little undercooked. And a chance! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him. Well, that has not gone well. Totti charging forward, the ball at his feet. Now it's Totti.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. And it's Gerrard. Now it's Platini. And he thumps it clear. Platini, the specialist in tearing teams apart.
Portugal truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Aimed beyond the defence. Nicely weighted ball. Kaká receives it in a wide position. Nagatomo delivers. And it's hoisted clear. Gerrard. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Platini takes control of it and he's on the move. Oh, that's fabulous. Totti unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And the half-time whistle goes. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
And we're underway again.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
Cristiano Ronaldo touches it back. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Bastoni. Van Basten has a shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Portugal with the corner, they're first. Keeper's dealt with that. Well, it's gone out again, and so we'll have a repeat corner. Portugal have their second corner now. Nagatomo plays it short. Now here's the delivery. And he's there to clear it. And now they can spring out of defence. He can run onto that. He could be in here. And he shoots! Timber. Portugal still trailing by one and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. Takes a shot! He scores! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Liverpool are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Gerrard has got himself a free kick. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. No luck with that dink over the top. Conte. And it's Musiala. Kaká. And it's Musiala. That pass has been well intercepted. And he's intervened well there. Rijkaard. Looking to play him in. Nagatomo. And here's Kaká. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Timber. Van Basten. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Conte. And it's Musiala. Moved on forwards. Kaká. And the shot! Fantastic from Kaká! About as smooth as it gets. And they are dragging it back. Game on again.
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
Number 22, Kaká. Substitution in progress.
Portugal making consecutive changes here. Portugal get themselves back into contention.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Koundé. Portugal will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. Defending here is really tight. Into the last quarter of an hour. And Koundé. The ball has bounced loose now.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And here's Van Nistelrooy. Oh, he's found support out wide. It's a mighty effort! Oh, it's hit the post! Chance here to counter. Now that looks a decent ball. Rijkaard cuts it out. Guardiola. Portugal are in dire need of a breakthrough. Can they?
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Platini has been caught there, it's a foul.
Substitution on the field. Number 14, Platini. Number 11, Francesco Totti. Number 21, Van Nistelrooy. Coming on the field, number 9, Hazard. Number 5.
It's a good-looking delivery.
Number 20.
And that has been cleared.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And he was quick to react.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Hazard. Koundé. Van der Sar. He is through here. Oh, it's come loose. And that's that. Portugal can justifiably find this a hard one to swallow. They gave it their all, but ultimately they have fallen just short against...